Hey, what's up guys, Nuno here. Today I'm going to show you exactly how I take raw 4K 3D render animations and turn them into polished cinematic video in Adobe Premiere Pro. I'll cover color grading, light effects, sound editing, and fast export, step by step. Before we start, a quick thank you to HP and Intel for sponsoring this video. I'm doing this entire tutorial on my zbook Fury G1i, a mobile workstation built for this kind of work. I'll show you exactly where it makes a difference as we go. Let's jump in. Open Premiere Pro and create a new project. Name it Exterior House. Pick your destination folder and then, before you hit OK, click this cog that takes you to the project settings. Set the render to GPU acceleration, which is CUDA. This is not optional if you care about your time. CUDA offloads rendering to your graphics card instead of your CPU, and the difference in speed is significant. On this zbook, that's an NVIDIA RTX Pro 5000 with dedicated tensor cores, 24 GB of VRAM. When I hit export at the end of this tutorial, you'll see exactly what that means in real time. And that's not only that, scrubbing through the timeline feels buttery smooth. And that's important if you don't want to feel frustrated while working. Now press OK and click Create. Set your workspace to Window, Workspace, Effects, so your panels match mine. Don't drag individual clips into your project. Instead, drag your entire organized folder directly into the project panel. Premiere auto-creates clean bins. It's a small habit that saves you a lot of confusion later. And for even better organization, you can right-click the folder, go to Label, and now select any color. This way, all your clips will be with this color and you can easily identify what is what on the timeline. These clips were rendered in Lumion at 25 frames per second. We want a cinematic standard, and for that, we need to adjust the frame rate. So select all your clips, right-click, go to Modify, Interpret Footage, type 23.976 under Assume this frame rate and hit OK. Drag your first clip to the timeline, right-click it, select Unlink, or press Ctrl L, and delete the empty audio channel. So it's a clean timeline from the start. But you can also double-click the clip on your project, and now just set here to start and end points, and click and drag this icon to place it on your timeline without any audio channel. I will add the remaining clips onto the timeline, and I prefer to check which parts I will cut directly here on the timeline, because usually I try to sync with the music I'll add. I've got this audio that I downloaded from Envato website, and now mark all the points in the music. I'll add my points by pressing M on the keyboard. This way, I have a clear visual cue where to cut my clips. And to cut the clips, it's really simple. Just pick this ripple tool and add the cuts. Or my preferred method is by using the dedicated keyboard shortcut, Ctrl+K on the keyboard. I recommend getting to know the shortcuts because they will save you a lot of time. For example, instead of deleting this clip and moving the other onto its place, I can simply press Shift+Delete and it does that automatically. So here I'm just playing the music, finding the exact right moment to cut, and synchronizing the clip. So with the right clips ready, we need to add some color grading, because this footage is directly from the render. So open Lumetri Color on the right, and make sure your Lumetri scopes are visible in waveform mode. The waveform is your reference, trust it more than your eyes. Every monitor displays color slightly different. Under color wheels, pull the shadows down slightly for depth, push the midtones and highlights up to reinforce that bright sunny day feel. In basic correction, warm up the temperature slider Add contrast slightly and lower the saturation to 90%. Let's move to curves, and here draw a subtle S-curve. Click the top line up, the bottom line down. Then, under Creative, import a .q LUT file to unify the shots. Find one that fits the style you are going for. There are plenty of lookup tables online for free. A quick Google search will help you find them. Now, just drop its intensity to about 50–60%. You want it to support the grade, not dominate it. Finally, add a subtle vignette under the first Lumetri panel. This darkens the outer edges and frames the house. You would be surprised how much this does to the composition. It mimics real world lenses. So now here's where most people make a mistake. They apply all those effects directly to the clip, which means copy-pasting everything every single time you add a new shot. Don't do that. Create a new item, click New Item, Adjustment Layer. Drag it onto your track. Stretch it across all your clips. Cut the Lumetric effects from your first clip and paste them onto the adjustment layer. Now, every clip underneath inherits the grade automatically. For this shot, it's a close-up shot with a darkened tonality. Let's push the light further by adjusting the exposure and the shadow values. By the way, you should do this step first, layering. But I first wanted to show you how you can work with the color grading before getting into layering. Bring in ambient sound effects like water, birds. Then use proximity editing. When the camera is right next to the pool, keep the water at -4 decibels. When the camera cuts to a distant shot, slice the audio with Ctrl-K and drop that second block to -12 decibels. The viewer won't notice it, but they will feel it. Now to export, select your timeline, press Ctrl-M, set the format to H.264 or H.265, pick a matching preset and make sure hardware encoding is active. This is where the zbook earns its keep. The RTX Pro 5000 handles the encode on the GPU, and here's what I want to show you while the export is running. I still have Lumion open with a large model, a browser with 20+ tabs, and Photoshop opened. Everything stays responsive, nothing slows down, and that's what the desktop class hardware in a portable machine like this one actually looks like in practice. Now we can set the bitrate to CBR at a minimum of 70, and then check Use Maximum Render Quality. Name your file and hit Export. And now you can see here how long it took to export this 4K edit. And that is the complete workflow, from raw Lumion renders to a cinematic video. Again, big thank you to HP and Intel for sponsoring this video. The link to the zbook is in the description below if you want to check it out. And if you're interested in some detailed benchmarks, you can check my video up there. If you have any questions about any step, drop them in the comments. So, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to smash that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.